Hello? Okay, it's really small right now, but I'm gonna fix that in a moment. Don't look. Don't look. I need to set some things up. Here, let me throw on the music. Let me know if this is a good volume. Wait, did I even hit play? No, I didn't. Okay. It's time to embarrass myself. Hello. Hi, everyone. Alright, let's slideshow. There we go. Hello, everyone! Let me say hi! Oh my god. Hello, Zero! Welcome in! You came really early. And hello, Zess! And hi, North German! Welcome in, everybody! Welcome, welcome! Hello! I don't know what to say. I think the title, shows it all, but to go early for the Miss Mess stream hype. Let's go! Okay, well, for one, I don't know if I can be normal. I'm gonna try really hard to get through this without going too fangirly. We'll see. I probably won't be able to. No normal. Okay, I just wanted to say that I made this entire PowerPoint in Google Slides, and I don't really know how to use Google Slides. I kind of brute forced everything. Maybe like 5 minutes normal stream, yeah, the 5 minutes where I wasn't here. Mina! Oh my god, I must have been, thank you. And sit up. Hi, Mina, how are you? Better see some sick transitions. I didn't do a single transition. I don't believe in transitions. Go back. Let me give you a shout out, Mina. How are you doing? It's so nice to see you. Yeah, Miss was propaganda. Time to be embarrassing live on stream. So happy to see you here. It was really nice to see you stream earlier today. I'm so sleepy. Get some sleep. Be sure to get some rest. But yeah, so I grabbed the simple dark, and then I just kind of forced graphic designed everything else. Like, you don't want to see the pieces. You don't want to see the pieces. I passed out mid-stream, but I wanted to pop by. It's nice to see you. Yeah, get some rest if you need to, but this is a slideshow by me for you. Where can I download this? You can download this on your app store, either Google Play or just the App Store. Wherever you get apps from. You can also play it on BlueStacks, I learned. As long as you turn on virtualization through your BIOS menu, which I had to learn how to do yesterday. And I hate going through my BIOS menu, okay? Music bit loud. I turn it down. Is that good? Oh, the PowerPoint? You can't download the PowerPoint. It's on Google Slides. That's better. Okay. You can't download the PowerPoint. It's on Google Slides. It's my special PowerPoint that I made. Like last week. And then edited it like 20 times. And changed the wording a bazillion times. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if it's a mess, but anyways, this is why you should play Mystic Messenger. And before we start, you know what, actually, maybe I should get through the first slide first. Okay, let's go through the first slide. First off, what is Mystic Messenger? Which is not a question I thought would have ever been asked me, you know, Chex Watch 6 years ago. Or 7 years ago when the game first came out and everybody was playing it. But basically it is a game. It's a visual novel that you play on your phone. Or more specifically, it's a real-time otome/mystery game. And basically it takes place over IRL time. 11 IRL days for each route. And yeah, it's available on Android and iOS, or BlueStacks, because that works. I tested it. And basically, alright, for this stream, like, I feel like I'm gonna be mostly reading off the slides. Like, there's gonna be some talking here and there, but, like, I feel like I've written down some pretty funny things. I'm funny as hell. But basically, like, you participate in a variety of ways in this game, but the majority of it is choice-based chat rooms. There are a lot of choices in the game, which is awesome, which is great, because you might replay the game a lot like me. Text messages, phone calls, don't worry, you don't have to actually talk, you just press buttons. And this game is Korean, by the way. It has Korean voice acting, which is really awesome. I'm so used to playing Japanese games, so when I first played this game, it was so refreshing. This is the first Korean voice acted game I've played, and it was really awesome. But yeah, everything is translated, so don't worry. And then there's traditional visual novel sections, which is awesome. And as the game progresses, as you get further in the game, there's more of those. It varies a lot, but new chat rooms come out about once every 2 hours. It really does vary. There are some times where, like, there's no chat rooms for 5 hours. There's, like, one time that 2 chat rooms showed up in the same hour. But yeah, for the most part, it's just about every 2 hours. And as a busy adult, what I do is I look up when the chat rooms are going to show up so I can plan my life around that. Like, I plan streams around chat rooms, like how I know I'm probably gonna have to spend hourglasses and repurchase a chat room I'm gonna miss during this stream. Oh wow. Where I'm at, there's like a visual novel segment after almost all chat rooms, and usually a call after that. Yeah, another story is really, really long. But I'll get there, I'll explain another story. But anyways, the point of this is that all you need to do to enjoy more story, unlike a lot of cell phone games, a lot of cell phone otome games, I should say, is you just have to wait. Like, you don't have to purchase stamina or, like, in-game currency or anything like that to see more of the story. You just have to wait IRL time. Which is really nice, because that means it's free! It's completely free, and the game has 0 ads. For real. It's a cell phone game with no ads. And the best thing of all, Chet's kinda covering it, but you get to smooch them! And a few others, but you get to smooch them! It has a few ads for Dandelion and Nameless. Yeah, but it's the company's other games. Of course there's gonna be ads for it. But it's not like banner ads or anything like that. They even do that in mobile otome games, buying lives? No, like stamina, or in-game currency and whatnot. Or like gadget tickets, or what's that game where you have to like purchase clothes? Is that the Ikemen series? I think it might be. No, you can buy stuff. I have bought stuff for this game before. In fact, I bought a lot of stuff, and I wanted to explain. Why am I the authority on why you should play this game? How could I possibly know that much about this game? It uses the currency of patience. It absolutely does. And hi, welcome in, Mal. Stamina is more or less just another word for lives, like in Candy Crush, if it enables you to play longer. You know what? That's a good point. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of other otome games, cell phone otome games do that. Like, I played a lot of Obey Me before, and Obey Me did that. But Obey Me was really fair with it, so I wasn't too upset, but yeah. I think this might be the only game that hasn't done that. I think even My Horse Prince did that. That game was so silly, I can't believe I played it. But anyways, bam! I took this screenshot this morning. This is my account. This is my profile in the game, and there's a lot to unpack here, but the first thing that I noticed as I brought this screenshot onto stream is that, holy crap, my phone is really long. Oh, wowie. Look at all this blank space. But, okay, I want to point out a few things. One thing, look at that RFA registration date, alright? I've been playing this game for a long time. Okay, I haven't exactly been playing it the full... Oh, thanks for the lurk, Mina. Have a good lurk. I haven't been playing it this full 2,430 days. But I have had an account for 2,430 days, alright? And I was an early adapter, alright? I made an account pretty soon after the game came out. And these two things right here, right next to my profile pic, which I drew myself, by the way. Anyways, the RFA VIP and Special Believer, I don't know, you can't really read that. Don't look at my hourglasses, I know I'm broke, I don't want to talk about it. But basically, I bought merch sets for this game that unlock more stuff, which is awesome. It's a pretty profile pic, thank you! But I bought merch kits for this game. I'm so dedicated, I bought merch sets, yes. Which included soundtracks, and it also included, a bunch of lore booklets and free talks and whatnot. It was really awesome. Where's your Christmas DLC grind? Hourglasses is shaking my head. I haven't done that. Ever. I've never done the grind. I'm sorry. And then let's just zip down here to show off my add-ons. I have all the DLC, by the way. This is all DLC. I bought it all. You really do love this game, don't you? Yes, I do. Hi, welcome, hey, Jimmy. And by buying it, I don't mean with, like, money. I mean with in-game currency. And as for the endings, yeah, I'm working on it. I don't have all the endings. I have quite a few, though. I have more than what it has written here, because, Jumin, V, and Ray all have more endings tied to DLC. But they don't list it here for some reason, so I have more endings with them, but it doesn't have it listed for some reason. It kind of bothers me, but oh well. Can't believe I'm only at 68 days. It feels so much longer. You have no idea. But yeah, basically, I got back into this game, replaying it recently. Actually, it was a few months ago because this game takes like months to get through. And I started brain rotting really hard. I'm still brain rotting really badly, and I need other people to enjoy this game with me. So basically, I'm here to beggeth of thee. Try the game, please. This mess brain rot too powerful. It is. It might ruin your sleep schedule, but you will make me very happy. And if you do decide to play this game after this stream, or maybe you just give it a try just to see, let me know so I can stalk your social media. I mean, what? Please, I need people to scream about this game with. Okay. Alright, but like, to be honest, Twitter is broken for me a good 90% of the time, so... For real, tell me! Okay, let's just continue on. We'll go briefly over the story. The story is that you download a game to chat with hot anime people, right? Because that's what we want to do. Twitter is always broken in a different way. Always! Always! But basically, yeah, that's the story. More importantly, what you have to do your task. You are the new party coordinator of the RFA, which is Rika's fundraising association. And you're tasked with inviting guests to a party, which just means emails, which are all choice-based, and there are a lot of them. Everybody hates this function of the game. Just use a guide. Like, don't even try, because, like, there's a good 50% chance you're just gonna fail the first guest, and they get frustrated, like me. Seem to love this game as much as I do with this silly idle dating sim I play. Ooh, what game is it, out of curiosity? And yeah, I love this game more than a little bit. I love this game more than a lot, really. The emails suck so bad, and that Morse code one, oh my god, heck that one. You know, since I wrote that joke reply to you, every time I try to write out my Twitch IRL, or like my Twitch URL, whoa, what, IRL? My Twitch URL, like with the slash, every time I do the slash, my autofill has Morse code, and I'm so upset. I want it to go away. Okay, and because this game is a dating sim, there are routes, and this is my suggested route order. Technically, very technically, I'm gonna put this out here because you can't actually, unless you pay money, it's just impossible from the get-go to play it in any order. But you can technically do it if you pay money. I wouldn't recommend it. This is my recommended order if you're going to do all the routes. You don't have to, really. I would be very happy if you did though, but but basically this is my recommended order. Right here. You have to do all the routes. I would highly recommend doing all the routes, but you don't have to. And all the endings, no, I don't recommend that. Some of those bad endings are straight up traumatizing. Just get all the good endings, and then I'll be happy. This game is like all the cute anime boys, right? So imagine that, but all cute anime girls. It's called Crush Crush. Nice. This game, it does have cute girls though, too. It's not just boys, but there's only one female route. Yeah, Jaehee, you're so cute. Okay, but my suggested route order is then Jaehee, Yusung, Jumin, 707V, and then Ray. And I will get to them. I know I haven't introduced the characters yet. I saved it for the end. I'm sorry. Like, I'm gonna be throwing around names, and I will explain all the names later. We'll get to them. We'll get to introductions. I wanted to give everybody their own special introduction, so I'm just gonna throw out the names here now, for reference, and we can always go back if y'all need me to. 70702's long lost brother, really? I don't know about that. So anyways, this is a lot of words. I'm sorry. But this is the way that the game is set up, alright? Which is a little confusing at first. How do I put this? Unlike some other visual novels where, like, they give you specific storylines with specific characters, all the characters exist in all storylines. Just depending on your game mode, you can only pursue some of them, if that makes sense. Gosh, I'm so bad at explaining. But okay, so you start out with casual story, right? That's the only one that is unlocked right at the beginning, and it only lets you pursue 3 characters. And it is mostly lighthearted. It's a good place to start this game. Alright, like, casual story is a good place to start this game. I would not recommend jumping into deep story. Do not jump straight into another story. You want to save another story for, like, a while. Anyways, casual story, mostly lighthearted. Definitely recommend, like, down there in the highly recommended story progression, definitely recommend starting with that one. And you can kind of see the characters here now. Basically, it lets you pursue either Yusin's, Zen's, or Jaehee's routes. And then Deep Story is something that is unlockable with 200 hourglasses, which you do get hourglasses through just playing the game. You just slowly accumulate them. I recommend playing this mode after at least one route in the casual story, or after you just naturally get enough hourglasses. It'll take like probably 3 routes. Maybe 2 if you're really lucky, but probably 3. And the story starts getting pretty intense at this point. But it lets you pursue 707 and Jumin. And then another story is something completely different. It varies from the first 2 modes, which I have dubbed as original story. It doesn't necessarily have a name, but it's just that another story is a different setting, so to say. I'm not really gonna explain much because another story is like just straight spoilers. What if I want to start from 707's route? I would not recommend it. I would really not recommend it. Just like another story, I don't recommend playing, like, for real. Probably do not play another story until you have played the secret endings, which are supposed to be a secret, but I'm not gonna keep it a secret. Because why would I keep it a secret? Basically, the secret endings are unlocked after you finish playing 707's route, and I would highly recommend playing that before playing another story. Why not play his route first? Because you're gonna get thrown into the deep end, and you're not really going to have a rope. I don't know what to tell you. What if I'm in love with him? Look, I've been in love with him since I started the game, and I waited, and it was worth it. Trust me, it's worth the wait. There's a good amount of build-up. How the game was originally made, because when the game first came out, another story didn't exist, alright? It was just casual story and deep story, but how the game was originally set up is that 707 was, like, meant to be the true route, so to say, the one where the mysteries come together. So I would highly recommend saving him for the end of the deep story. But do his route before another story. Because, yeah, another story just casually, like, drops all of these spoilers. Everything about another story is a spoiler, okay? I can't say much about it. Just trust me. I'm gonna go back here. Just trust the suggested route order. I have this order for a reason, alright? I'm gonna take a drink. I have this order for a reason, okay? This is for maximum shock value or something. I don't know. But yeah, just a side note, there are after endings for all of the characters, and I'm gonna say, like, most of it is just fan service. So you can play it whenever, but I would recommend playing V's and Ray's after endings right away after their routes, because it's not just fan service for them. Not to mention, secret ending takes a lot of hourglasses, so good to do other routes for hourglasses. You don't want to be doing those secret endings right after 7's route, because holy heck, yeah, listen to Zero.
Welcome.
Oh my gosh, Joes, welcome in. It's nice to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks for the follow. Alright. So basically, just listen to the suggested route order. Hello! Just listen to me. Okay, but for real, it is, you can technically play it in any order. Like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna force you to play the game in any order. For example, I didn't actually play in this order, but this is the order that I would suggest other people. So anyways, let's just get on to in-game currency, because this game doesn't explain anything. It's in sore need of a tutorial or something, because it just kind of throws you in there, and you just kind of press buttons until they make sense. So let me just give a quick explanation. Basically, the main thing you're going to encounter via your choices are hearts, and they're color-coded per character, although this white one is error. Real life socializing needs a tutorial too. I agree! But basically, gaining a heart equals gaining affection with a character, and is also, as you can see from my account screen right here, I have 900 or so of them. It is a currency, and I will get to that. Those broken hearts, they hurt every time I get them. Yeah, broken hearts, aka, the thing that makes me cry every time I get them, because the animation for the broken heart just covers the whole screen and just traumatizes you. Anyways, I wouldn't recommend getting many broken hearts. Try and avoid them if you can. They're caused by bad choices, basically you being a jerk, either on accident or on purpose. They really go all out to make you feel bad about them. Yeah! Broken hearts are fun. What is wrong with you? Anyways, you actually lose a heart from it. Like, you lose affection, but you also lose a heart. Like, you can end a chat room with negative hearts, and it will be taken away from your total. So just try to avoid them. Gonna nom soon. Have fun nerding out. Thanks for stopping by. Have good food. Okay, but what's most important, what I talk about all the time, about being constantly broke of, is hourglasses, which are used to unlock everything. Like, different game modes, like, you know, the deep story or another story. DLC, which is, like, some of the after endings, the Christmas event, you know, Valentine's event, stuff like that. Do you get broken hearts in bad endings? No. This is the last time I was chatting about Mystic Messenger. Is broken hearts are most commonly found in the common route. Once you reach a route, man, I really should have explained the dates, huh? Once you reach a route, it's pretty hard actually to get broken hearts, because bad choices that lead to a bad ending will still give you a heart. It will still give you affection. It's just a bad choice, what I like to call a bad karma choice that will lead to a bad ending. But yeah, you won't get broken hearts from bad endings. You'll actually get regular hearts. So if you want to just grab other endings while trying to grind for some hearts or something like that, it's still a good idea to get bad endings, because you'll still get plenty of hearts from it. Hi Dawn, welcome in! Broken hearts you get usually from choosing an option that goes against the character's values. Exactly. And yeah, it can also be used to unlock after endings or to participate in chat rooms that you have missed. Which, that's what I commonly use hourglasses for. Is to participate in chat rooms that I have missed because I'm here live on stream. Anyways, hourglasses can be gained through some chat choices. Like, sometimes, I don't know, a character just really likes what you have to say and gives you an hourglass. There's like a special animation for it too. Or you can get them from conversion, and 100 hearts equals 1 hourglass. Like, going back to my account screen, I can get 9 hourglasses. Because I have over 900 hearts. You played this game before. Did you get all the endings? No, I have not. I've gotten quite a few, though. Right here, I have my ending achievements. I've gotten about 3 in every route. I actually have a lot more for Ray. It doesn't have it listed, but Ray has a lot more endings in his after ending, which I am going through right now. I have currently 10 endings for Ray. So I have a lot of endings. I have the majority of the endings that have CGs as well, because I'm all about completing that CG gallery. Chomp heart shaking my head. I'm trying. The spaceship is not providing. All right, I'll get to the spaceship. This is the spaceship, which is a blessing and did not exist at the beginning. I was there. Hashtag here before the spaceship. I was there before the blessed spaceship. Spaceship is something that Turrets, the developers, added in to give people more hearts and hourglasses. So basically, it's something that's constantly orbiting the bottom of the RFA home screen, which is basically like the main screen of the game. And occasionally, you'll be able to tap it for, once it reaches the end, for free hearts and or hourglasses, depending on your RNG luck. This is the gacha. This is the gacha of the game. And you get a lot of hearts and hourglasses just playing the game normally, but this gives you like a lot quicker. Spaceship is love, spaceship is life. I owe the spaceship my life. Basically, the spaceship helps. Once I got 3 hourglasses from one spaceship. See? Spaceship helps. The spaceship is blessed and we pray to the spaceship. Also, I feel silly for this, but like, I gotta run to the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna be right back. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. I was hydrating too much. Okay, alright. I'm back. Why are we discussing Babylon? Welcome back, thank you. Oh, I'm gonna sippy again? Alright, fine. Watch, in an hour I'm gonna be running to the restroom again. Cause Babylon is the bestest. You know what? Fair enough. Alright. Next slide. This. Okay, the game is a bit deceptive in how it is quite cheerful during the beginning and has a lot of comedy even during some of the more serious parts. But I just want to put this out here. The game can get really dark, alright? It's never really traffic. It's never really graphic about it, okay? Just putting that out there. Nothing is very graphic about it. It has a lot of potentially triggering content. Yeah, sometimes there's traffic. Watch out for that. And some of it is avoidable by not getting some of the bad endings or not interacting with the extra content, because some of that can be really dark. But most of it is not avoidable playing the game normally. I just wanted to put that out there. I was going to write a list here, but then it kept getting longer and longer and longer, and I realized, wow, this game goes places. I do have a list of what I have written so far. I might have forgotten some stuff, / not included stuff that I didn't think was serious enough. So if you do need it, I can send it to you. Just send me a message. But one thing I did want to note is that please be sure to be in a good headspace before playing this game. I enjoy this game because, you know, it takes place over IRL days. And I like it because it makes the stakes seem that much more serious, being that you know, you're spending actual time on this game. It's not something that you just save and load, although there is save and load options, but it still takes time, you know? Yeah, so you get really invested and the stakes start feeling really real. So I just wanted to say, like, it can be difficult to disconnect from it in that way for some people. And I just wanted to say, like, be sure to be in a good headspace. I just want to put this out here. Because replaying this, I forgot how dark the game can get. But it can get dark. It is there. Alright? It can get dark, but I just wanted to put that out there. And again, if you need the list of triggering content, feel free to let me know and I can send it to you. Alright, let's move on. Characters! Alright, we can finally introduce the characters, and I just want to say, I'm in love with Mystic Messenger's character writing. Like, it's phenomenal. When I first played this game, back when it first released, I just really liked it for the story, because, wow, the story is crazy. And the story is really great. But now, replaying it, I love it for the characters. Like, this has some of the best character writing I have ever seen. They're all precious babies. They are. They are. And I love it because I get to come up with a bunch of theories about characters because they kind of like leave a lot just sort of hinted at, which is a lot of fun. You know, leaving things up to players' interpretations is a lot of fun. And just the characters, they're so dimensional. They are, and it's really awesome. And I can relate to a lot of the characters in a lot of different ways. And I'm like, yeah. Basically, everyone is quite flawed. And I'm a sucker for flawed characters. I love flawed characters. I really do. It makes them feel so much more believable and so much more like I want to give them a hug. And I think it's because I understand the characters so much more in this replay that I'm like, wow, I love you all. They need hugs, they absolutely do. And for real, I spend a lot of my time just thinking about these characters and being upset about them and like being upset because of them and stuff like that. Like, for real? I can write essays about each of the characters. I want to. There's like two sides of me, right? There's two wolves in me. There's one wolf that wants to write essays about each of the characters, and then there's another one that just wants to make gremlin noises. Like, you know? And they're constantly fighting. Do it! I'll try. I mean, that's kind of like low-key why I've been writing fanfiction for this game. By the way, I've been writing fanfiction for this game. My brain rot is brain rotting, you know? But it's because I wanted to explore the characters more. I knew it was this game. What was this game? What do you mean? I can't wait for the next fanfic. Oh, the fanfiction? Oh, yeah, it is. I've been drawing a lot of fan art for this game, too. Sometimes you have to make your own content, 7 years after the game released and pretty much nobody's playing it anymore. Yeah, but yeah, the next one that I wrote, I was going for like hurt/hurt, but it ended up being hurt/comfort, so that's nice. Illustrated fanfic? That's a good idea. Oh my god. That's an amazing idea. Okay, that might. Okay. Let's get to the characters. Let's introduce them. Also, sorry for those of you who are used to the dark screen. It's gonna get a little bit bright for a second. Alright, let's start introducing the characters with the casual story. And where things are mostly chill. Alright. We'll start with Zen, who is the whole boyfriend package, and his real name is Hyunyu. Basically, chat rooms are full of his selfies. He is sharing them with everyone constantly, like, you'd be like, oh, good morning, how are you? And he'd be like, good morning, you want my morning selfie? And then you're like, yeah, kinda. But, yeah. Because he's pretty, and he wants everyone to know about it. Also, he's a huge flirt. He's part of the really wants a girlfriend squad, The two-man squad of him and Yusun, who are both like, oh man, my life would be so much better if I had a girlfriend right now. And then Yusun's like, oh man, I know what you mean. That's pretty much like, I wish I could say it was a small amount of their banter, but it's a large amount of their banter. But basically, like, he's the whole boyfriend package, alright? He can cook, he can clean, and he loves you. I was gonna put on here that he is a male wife, but then I realized all of the characters are male wives, and I didn't really have the room to put that on everybody's slides. So, yeah, just keep that in mind, alright? Everybody's a male wife. They're all gonna cook for you, alright? If you smooch any of them, you never have to worry about food again in your life. Hopefully. Anyways, he's really caring though. He will fight for any of the RFA members. Even Jimin, who is his sworn enemy, and he does not get along with at all, and yet I ship them. Because they have so much chemistry. You'll know what I mean if you play that game. I'm just pushing that out there. Yeah, they're kind of the OTP. I think that they're really neat together, alright? Just saying. But he mostly doesn't get along with Jimin because, well, there's a lot of reasons for it. But a big reason is that he has a cat fur allergy, and Jimin is obsessed with his cat. So, I don't know how dates would work with them, but, don't worry about it. He's a musical actor, and he's very passionate about his work. He's also a superhuman who can heal a broken bone in, like, less than 3 days. Some of the banter just writes the fanfics, I know! Fanfiction authors don't even have to work, they just play the game. Catsuit. I'm just laughing so hard thinking about, I don't know, Jimin showing up in like a catsuit and then Zen's just like angry sneezing. That would be so funny. But yeah. That would be the best thing ever. It absolutely would be. But yeah, that's that. MCN7 would join in absolutely. Let's move on. Jae-hee Kang, aka Bae-hee. I love her. Sorry. sorry, I have like a big crush on her. Because she's so hot. She's amazing. Alright. Well, first things first, let me just talk about, because I feel like this is not talked about enough, is that she has a black belt in judo, just casually has a black belt in judo. My first route. She's so great. I love her. She is, unfortunately, the only female route in the game. I wish there were more female routes, though, but oh well. I'm happy with her route, alright? Her route's great. It is mostly platonic. My AO3 bookmarks would like to say otherwise. Well, I mean, not that I ever read that many fanfictions or anything like that. What? No way. You need to share those. Don't worry about it. Anyways, she is Jimin's chief secretary and is constantly working overtime. For real. And like she does, because she's awesome, she does more things than just her job. Like she's constantly watching his cat, which is not what a secretary should be doing. But alas, like, come on, Jimin, just let her girl boss in peace. God damn. She's quite serious. She's mostly in charge of keeping the RFA in check, making sure that they don't, like, self-destruct with craziness. If it's a gift, he's given to her, Elizabeth Grace. No, that's not a gift! Elizabeth's graceful presence is not a gift, but he sure thinks it is. But yeah, if you mention Zen because she's a huge fan of him, her inner fangirl unlocks. She's so cute. She often watches his DVDs to unwind after a tough day at work. Bless her, she deserves vacation. Because she doesn't sleep much. Because she's constantly working overtime. And, this is just, like, for personal reasons. Like, I don't really have a good explanation for this. This is just something I really need to see. Is that I really want to see her kick down a door in canon. And I don't have a good reason for it. It's just that I think that would be really hot. And really, really badass, alright? Please, I need this. I want to see her do that and then judo flip someone. Oh my god. Like, her kicking down a door and then, like, grabbing some baddie and judo flipping them. Oh my god. Please. Please, Chariots, Debs, please give this to me. Alright, moving on. Next one is Yusun. Or his real name, Yusun Kim. He is a helpless game addict, and I'm sure we can all relate. Calling all of us out here right now. He is number 2 on the LOL leaderboards, which is this like competitive MMO. I think it's supposed to be like this universe's League of Legends. I can't really comment on it though because I know nothing about League. He was an honor student. He kind of like he kind of gave up after he got addicted to games though. Poor baby. League of Loneliness of Life. See, I didn't even know that it was called that. I missed that chat. That's crazy. He is Rika's cousin. I'll get to Rika later. And also little brother figure. He's a college student, addicted to games, but just like me. His hair is actually dyed. It was originally brown, but he dyed it blonde after starting college. It's like the first chat on day 1, so super hard to get unless you wait for midnight to start a game. I don't think I would do that. He's the youngest member of the RFA in his early 20s, like very early 20s. and everybody teases him because he's so much heckin' fun to tease. He may or may not be a masochist. He's just a little pappy. Yeah, everybody kind of dotes on him because he's like a pappy brother. He does jump between hobbies a lot in his college, like cooking, cross-stitching, coffee brewing, stuff like that. I just realized they all start with a C. What do you mean, just like Kate? For real, for real. What do you mean? No, not the masochist part. No. Anyways, he's part of the really wants a girlfriend squad. Like, he's like, man, wouldn't it be so awesome if I had a girlfriend? You could make him really happy. People do tend to underestimate him a lot because he's like, he's more than pretty gullible. He's really gullible. But he's very clever, alright? The gaming addiction part, okay, I can't deny that. He doesn't sleep much because he stays up playing games. I can relate to this one the most because I stay up playing Mystic Messenger. That's why I don't sleep much. Okay. That's it for casual story. Let's go to deep story. Things are getting kind of intense here, alright? And let's start with Jumin Han, who is your cat husband. Jumin! Yeah! He is the director of CNR International and Jaehee's boss. CNR, well, you'll learn about it in the game, but it's basically this huge conglomerate, and he's rich, like, really rich. He loves this cat, Elizabeth III, a normal amount, just like I love this game a normal amount. Here's a picture of his cat, because I forgot to put it in the slides. It's Elizabeth! Yippee! When I was looking up this image before stream, I found so many, like, human Elizabeth pictures. Wowie, I didn't know that existed before now. But yeah, she's there. And that's Elizabeth. And he loves her a normal amount. Human Elizabeth is, yeah, wowie. He is the most popular character on AO3. Not that I would know or anything like that, but he's there. He does love reading novels, specifically bizarre out-of-print novels, may or may not be having a vampire phase. He appears very stoic and uncaring, but he can be quite spicy! He's childhood friends with V, I'll get to V, and has an unshaking trust in him. Honestly, they're such great friends. Joined at a good time, apparently. Hi, Fourth, welcome in. I'm being embarrassing live on stream. How are you? For reasons that I won't clarify, I will somersault, backflip, cartwheel into his bad ending too. Play the game and you will understand. You'll understand. And maybe you will want to somersault, backflip, cartwheel into that bad ending too. That bad ending was amazing. My favorite bad ending in the game. I love it. But yeah, what else can I say? He's tall, dark, handsome, obsessed with his cat. He's everything. Alright. Oh, next one. Alright. So is this the same Jumin Han who does gay? Yes, this is, he may or may not be gay, but I ship him with, let's go back. What? Oh, I'm not clicking. One sec. I ship him with him, alright? I ship Zen and Jumin. So, does Jumin Han is gay? In my book, yes. Moving on! Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take a drink of water. I'm getting a little frustrated now. You get to smooch the gay guys? Yeah. And the girls, too. Okay. Hacker voice, I'm in, aka 707. Yeah, Zero's fave, whose real name is Luciel Che. So I talked about it before, but he was basically intended to be the true route of the game. The one. Thirsting in more ways than one. Yeah. But the opening song of the game, by the way, the opening is so catchy. I love it so much. Which is called Mysterious Messenger, is 100% about... Okay, it's like 98% about him. There's like one line that's not about him, but the rest is like 100% about him. Especially that line there, you and me, let's be in the space station. Back in 2016, when this game first came out, it was like a rite of passage for Seven fans. By the way, everybody usually just calls them Seven instead of 707. Because it's so much easier. Definitely heard the OP before. It's so catchy. I love it. Basically, it was a rite of passage for Seven fans to draw a wedding scene in space because of that one line. It's a great line. Anyways, he usually calls himself 707 Defender of Justice. And he's constantly joking around and trying to make others laugh. He does have this habit of making weird inventions and trying to scam you into investing. There's a likelihood that it's not a scam and is actual product, but you will never know because it always sounds like a scam. But really, he needs the money for his garage full of sports cars. He has a garage full of them. And he calls them his babes, alright? Like, I'm sorry, you can smooch him, but you have to marry his cars too, alright? They're a package deal. You're always gonna be second to his cars. He does have this habit of breaking the fourth wall a suspicious amount. Which might raise your eyebrows a little bit, but don't worry about it, it's fine. Cause Elizabeth. Yeah, rich techie car guy. He's a hacker, alright? And he's not rich because he's spending all his money on his cars. He is canonically buff, despite never working out and only eating junk food, because his diet consists of honey Buddha chips, which is a play on honey butter chips, and PhD pepper, which is a play on Dr. Pepper. That is like 90% of his diet. I don't know the last time he has eaten a vegetable. But he's still buff and nobody gets it. Nobody understands it in universe either, alright? And getting around to V later, but oh wait, we're getting around to V very soon actually. He is V's self-proclaimed slave and does everything for V. He's just built different, like literally he is built different. He does cosplay and cross-dress a lot. Most of the images that he shares in the messenger is him either cosplaying or cross-dressing, usually both. And he doesn't sleep much because he's working all the time. He's a great cosplayer. He is! Ooh. Buff, rich, techie car guy who needs me to cook and take care of him. Yeah. That's it. That's him. 100%. He gains power for each car he owns. Absolutely. He has to keep buying them to, like, increase his power level, you know? Him and Jaehee in the Never Sleep Club. Yeah. He's guzzling soda to stay awake. Meanwhile, Jaehee's guzzling coffee to stay awake. Yeah. I don't know what else to say other than... I love him a lot. I care him a normal amount. I hope chat realizes by now when I use the word normal, I don't mean normal. Oh my god. I don't know if I'm ready for this next part. I'm gonna take a sip of water to procrastinate. Oh god. Oh, I know what's coming up next. You didn't mention his Elizabeth obsession. Okay, yeah, he is also obsessed with Juman's cat, Elizabeth III. By the way, Elizabeth III is, like, more popular than you will ever be. No, I'm kidding. Worry not, we didn't want you to be normal. Okay, awesome. She is. Basically, like, I'm sorry, you can't compete to Elizabeth. She's just kind of perfect. Seven's constantly trying to sneak in to Juman's penthouse. By the way, Juman has a penthouse. To play with Elizabeth, which may or may not involve, like, spinning her around and, like, trying to stretch her out and things that are genuinely not good for a cat, but it's how he shows his love. Please do Fujoshi away. We enjoy it. Oh, okay. Alright, time to be really embarrassing. Okay. This is gonna be really hard. Because alright, let me just go to the next slide. Another story. Everything hurts and I'm crying. I'm gonna pause here for a second to say that, like, another story is so full of spoilers. So I am very careful. I'm trying to be very careful with what I'm saying. But also, another story is, like, what I want to talk about the most, because there is a lot to unpack in another story. But it's so full of spoilers for, like, the overarching plot of the game. So I'm not going to mention much about it. Just know that I always want to be talking about this, and this is a big reason why I want other people to play the game and play another story so I can talk about it. Another spoiler, yeah. Pretty much. But anyways, things get really intense here. Like, the game stops pulling its punches and it starts twisting the knife instead. Not even joking. Basically, alright, let's start with V, who is the quiet, mysterious type, alright? His real name is Jihyun Kim, and, oh, you can't even see this down here, V. Yeah, Zero sums up my feelings well. Oh, Sippy? Okay, I'm gonna take a Sippy. Okay, I just wanted to show this image right here, because, like, I was playing the game normally, and then this popped up at the beginning. Like, when you start the game, the characters say stuff, right? And it's random messages every time. But I wasn't expecting this. I don't know how to feel. In case you read it, in case you can't read it, it says, is my hair natural, you ask? Would you like to find out? And I'm like, what does that mean? B? Hold up. What's that mean? How long do you have? We have to play the game before the full plot discussion stream. Let's see. The game's gonna take you, like, probably 3 months to get through the main story. And no, not 5 years. Like, I'm thinking, like, giving generous time for, like, breaks and whatnot, 3 months to get through all of the routes and the after endings. And then I will just spoil everything. Then once you all have played it, then we're going to stream together, and then I'm just gonna talk about everything, just all spoilers. Do you want to find out or not? Stop, I already have the blush, like, I already have the blush toggle on. I can't blush even more. Hold up. Anyways, V, I have many words for V. Mostly I just want to grab his collar, shake him with frustration before giving him a gentle hug. And that doesn't make much sense right now, but when you meet him, you will understand. He is the most frustrating man in the game. No competition. He wins the prize for being the most frustrating man in the game. And I mean this, like, as affectionately as I can say it. I want Jaehee to judo throw him before hugging him. Yeah, see, you know what? Like, even those who are like, V is my Oshi, or V is my favorite, like, even, you can't really love him without hating him a little bit, too. Look, even his voice actor was like, let me smack him once. I'm not joking. His voice actor literally said that. Get the feeling his plot is as complicated as his torso is long. What the heck? Okay, but for real, he is a good guy who just wants everyone to be happy. It is very complicated. All the characters are very complicated. But yeah, he just wants everyone to be happy, but he is so bad at communicating. Like, so bad. I don't know why I'm always so surprised every time, but he's really bad at it. Anyways, moving on. His voice actor sings the Another Story opening, and his ending song being the Another Story opening being Light and Daffodils, and his ending song being The Compass. I'm obsessed with both songs. I'm obsessed with his singing. His singing is so pretty. Oh my god. His voice is so nice. Moving on. He's a photographer and was Rika's fiance, but has not been the same since her death. Oh, yeah, the Rika I've been mentioning every so often, she's, unalive. Moving on. He's often traveling and is very secretive. He, you know, he's a photographer. He's gotta go photograph places. And most importantly, he would love you even if you're a worm. And that is not something I just made up for this PowerPoint. He told me himself. Like, V actually told me himself that he would love you even if you were a worm. And I think that's very important. I don't know what else to say, man. Is his hair natural or not? We may never know. Oh my god, I don't know if I can do this next slide. Hold on. Find out how. But how would I find out that? I mean, I can think of a fun way to find out. Is it PG? Please tell me it's PG. Please tell me you're referring to like trying to yoink out his hair or something. Oh my god. Wow, now we're getting flustered and we haven't even gotten to the next slide. This next slide, I'm gonna struggle the most to say normal on this next slide. This is why I'm procrastinating. Because the next slide is my favorite character, and there is so much I want to say, but I can't say any of it, because all of it is a spoiler. Don't be normal. I'm not trying to spoil you, though. Literally, like, I can't say anything about this guy, alright? But he's my favorite character. We're just, you know what? Just date him till it grows out and try to catch him dying it. Oh, okay. Alright, do we know any of their ages? Okay. Yes and no. Yes being there are official ages listed. No being that Chariots, the developers, are one, not consistent with the ages. Again, I feel like I should have mentioned this earlier. This isn't the perfect game, and one thing that it's not perfect at is don't try to calculate a timeline because it's a little loose in that regard. And again, the devs aren't consistent with character ages. A big reason for that is that the characters are actually aged down in international releases just because Korea, they measure ages a little differently, I believe. I think that's the reason. Two, some of the characters' official ages are inaccurate if you do any math. Yeah, I can just like quick go through approximate ages, alright? Key does math, I do math, alright? For V, he's around, like, he's around his late 20s. No passionately stripping his clothes off recording. Whoa, hold up. Alright, V is around his late 20s. Like, they're all in their 20s, alright? He's in his late 20s, close to 30. 7 is in his early 20s. Like, close-ish to 22. Jumin is in his mid-20s, mid to late 20s. Yusun is the youngest, at around 20. Jaehee is in her mid-20s, like exactly there at around 25, I think. And Zen is early to mid-20s. That's it. That's the ages. And you memorized all of this. I've memorized a lot more than all of this. For example, I memorized everybody's theme songs. Like, the names of everybody's theme songs. By the way, everybody has theme songs. I've memorized a lot of this. Sing the theme songs. No, because they're instrumental. How can I sing that? I've memorized a lot of stuff. I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I have merch packets, right? That give extra lore. And I have studied them. I know a lot of lore. I've read a lot of fan theories. One thing I feel like I should have mentioned earlier too is that there are a lot of fan theories for this game, and I didn't want to dive into too many of them because, you know, they're all really spoilery. But this game does leave some things open to interpretation, and thus there are a lot of fan theories for this game. It's really awesome. One that's really popular that I'm sure a lot of people have heard of is the reset theory, which I think is really interesting, but there are some smaller fan theories, like, for example, the Valentine's Day DLC, there's a fan theory for that. There's a fan theories for, like, some specific events in the routes and whatnot. There's a lot out there. I know so much of it. I know a lot. I've been obsessed with this game. When it first came out, I was really obsessed with it. I should go back. I was so obsessed with this game when it first came out, and like I followed along with this game until near the end of 2017. That's when I stopped playing it. And then I didn't get back into it until this year. And now I'm back into it and I'm like reading up on all the stuff that I missed. There's my fan theory on, for example, what season another story takes place in. And I theorized that it was late November / early December based on flowers. Reset 1 is interesting, but personally not too fond of that one. Feels it lessens the impact of the story overall. I agree. I'm not too much of a fan, but it is a very popular theory, so I think it's worth knowing about at the very least. But there's also the Chariot's wizard theory, which I don't really understand because I haven't played their other games. There's a bunch of theories. Not gonna get into them because they're spoilery and like... You gotta play a bit of the game first before I can explain it. Anyways. I know a lot about this game, alright? A lot. Which game is the wizard one referencing? Nameless or Dandelion? Both. It's a theory that encompasses all of Church's games. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm not ready for this next slide. You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. Ray. Oh my god. AKA Prince Charming? Alright. Ray. I have so many words. Like, chat doesn't understand. Does he sleep? No. He doesn't sleep. This is the guy. This is him. Chat doesn't know how much I want to talk about this guy every second of every day. I have more than just, like... I have more than Mystic Messenger brain rot right now. I have Ray brain rot. And I can't even explain why. I can't wait to do his route. Oh my god, I'm not ready for you to do his route. I'm so excited. But I'm also like, oh, when you do his route, I'm probably just gonna like lay in the grass and stare up at the clouds. And just stay silent until you finish the route, and then I'll then I'll say something maybe. I don't know how to describe it other than like I can't be normal about him. I can't. But basically, a big sum of my feelings is that he is also extremely frustrating. There's something about Another Story men and being so frustrating, I want to grab their collars and shake them with frustration. But instead of giving him a hug, I'm gonna tuck him into bed because for real, he doesn't sleep. Like, it's not that he doesn't sleep much, he just doesn't sleep. There's an 85.86% chance he doesn't even own a bed. He usually just, like, whenever he shuts his eyes, because I daren't call it sleep, it's usually just sitting at his desk. Basically, he's a workaholic. I don't know what else to say. But you know how I mentioned before, at the beginning that I can write essays about all the characters? I can write a whole doctoral dissertation about him. For real, I have so many words about him, so many things I want to say. I could write a dissertation. I'm expecting this dissertation. Don't tempt me. But yeah, no spoilers, but for real, the devs torture him so much. And I think they feel kind of bad about that, so they just kind of give him more, more theme songs. He has like 5 more emotes, more outfits. I could write a whole paper about his outfits alone. Do they feel bad? God, I hope they do. I'm a demon lord. Tempting is what I do. You're right. But yeah, you give him more hugs, more smooches. Like, for real, I think he probably has more kiss CGs than maybe everybody else combined. And like, Ray Nation, we out here drowning in our own tears, but like, we're winning. Ray Nation winning, let's go! They also give him more endings. He has 17 total endings. The majority of those are bad. And more redacted. Don't worry about that. Hard to resist the temptation to look up. Look up what? Don't look things up! Seriously, don't look up anything about him. Do you want more pictures of him? Okay, like, I can show you my current lock screen. He's so cute! This is the current lock screen on my phone because he's so fucking cute. This is the title screen for Valentine's Day in 2020. I'm obsessed. He's so fucking cute. Okay, sorry, I'll stop being embarrassing. But basically, that's too good, right? Basically, the fandom has many nicknames for him for reasons that will become clear in time. All he wants for Christmas is you. Just gonna put that out there. But before I get too embarrassing, you don't meet him right away. Alright, you don't meet Ray right away, which is why I'm like, I can't talk about too much stuff. It's a spoiler, because you don't meet Ray right away. It's a while before you meet Ray, alright? Unlike the rest of the characters. So, just play the game and you will come to understand why he is my fave. Maybe. Or maybe you'll be like, Kimi? Basically, I love him a lot, and I can't really be... I can't really be normal about him. Also, just want to put this out here, like, everybody else had full body sprites that I just yoinked off the internet. I had to freaking grab this sprite myself and redraw it, by the way. Just wanted to put that out there. He needs all the hugs, he absolutely does. Okay, I'm gonna take a drink. And we're gonna move on. Wait, where? I didn't spoil anything. Okay, we're good. We're going to the other characters. Yippee! This is the protagonist. Basically, it's you. This is you. She is nameable. Female protagonist. The everybody in the game uses she, her pronouns for you. I'm sorry. They can't change it. This is a 2016 game. They didn't yet do, like, other pronouns all that much. Well, but basically the fandom usually refers to her as MC. Like, MC might as well be her name. Which stands for main character. In case that needed clarification. But she's eyeless. Don't let that first image fool you. That's... Give her eyes back. The first image is the default profile pic of the game, unless you add in your own profile pic. But in all the CGs, she's eyeless. I'm sorry. Your avatar looks a lot like her. Oh, right here? Yep. That's because I did draw it as her. Well, I do have the name Kimi. I'm not my VTuber in the game. I don't know how to, like, how do I explain this? I don't really, when I play visual novels, I don't really self-insert or anything like that, even though she's mostly meant to be a self-insert protagonist. I feel like she has enough personality, like, I would not act like her in these situations. That's for real. Why does she have eyes in her default profile but not the CG? I don't know. I think it's because they wanted you to self-insert, but I don't know. It's not happening for me. I don't self-insert. So that's why I drew her instead. And I drew her with eyes because I usually do. I forgot the default profile pic. MC do make some interesting decisions. Yeah. But a lot of her personal details are left up to player choices or player interpretation. I have my own fan theories and can write my own essay about her, okay? Like, there's some very illuminating things about her in some of the choices, and I'm just gonna leave that there. But she's often depicted as kind, caring, and patient, but also gullible, innocent, overly trusting too. I thought I should add some of her nicknames that that other people call her over the series. I'm missing quite a few, but I didn't include them because potential spoilers. When can we expect all these essays? I'm working on it. Probably a budget thing, like her eyes are hardest and longest part to draw. No, I think it's just because they meant for her to be self-insert. But then they were like, shoot, we accidentally gave her too much personality. Well, no. But basically, some of it is Angel Coordinator, which makes sense because she's a party coordinator. Princess, Babe, Angel, My Love, My Soul, Angel, My Destiny, Honey, Darling, My Goddess, My Lady, Angel, Assistant, Sweetie, Miss, 606, Archangel, Angel. I'm sure you might have noticed one that showed up multiple times, which might as well be her name if her name was not MC. Or whatever you name her as. Because, holy crap, she's called an angel like 20 million times. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody has called her that at least once. It's a spoiler that she's an angel. No! How did you know that she's an angel? How did you find that out? or the developers have some preferences. I think it's just because she's nice. I think the majority of it is that everybody in the game is low-key kind of crazy, and she's the one normal person who's like actually nice and respectful, and a lot of these characters have never met somebody who's nice and respectful. Also, like, you know, actually she's not normal. She puts up with a lot of stuff. She puts up with a lot of stuff. You know what? Now that I think about it, most people would be like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And she's just like, "It's okay. I just need to be patient." She really is an angel. Yeah. Sometimes you question if she's normal. Man, there's really no normal person in this series or in this game, huh? Why do I keep calling it a series? Maybe because it's been part of my life for forever. Yeah, she's not really normal. I take it back. She's just nice. Alright, she's really nice. And then next, I'm just gonna throw at everybody. Everybody else! But most important of all of these is Rika. The pretty lady shown right there. She is Vi's fiance and co-founder of the RFA. You know, her name is her name is in the name. You know, Rika's Fundraising Association. This is the Rika from the Rika's Fundraising Association. She passed away a couple years before the start of the story, and everyone respects her a whole lot. Yep. Also, she's really pretty. You call it a series because of your need for more, you're right. When is Mystic Messenger 2 coming out? Huh, Charrot? Alright, some other characters of note. She's so pretty, right? Some other characters of note I thought I would mention here. There's Vanderwood, who seems to be Seven's maid. Maybe. But also seems to own a taser and is eager to use it. But not much is known about them. There's Chairman Han, which is Jumin's father and the head of CNR. There's Driver Kim, who is Jumin's dedicated driver and an absolute Chad. Oh my god, I love Driver Kim. I'm like Driver Kim's like low-key fangirl, and I have a very specific reason for that. But that's something that you're not gonna encounter for a while. Basically, just trust me. Alright, there's Sarah and Glam, which is an actress and her pupil who is only really important in one route, but you will see. It's just that the merch book lists those two as important characters, so I thought I should too. And then there's Echo Girl, who is a popular singer, and also really only important in the one route, but you'll see. Okay, that's the end of my slides. Any questions? Any questions at all? There's a few characters here I want to fight in the Olive Garden parking lot. List them. Who do you want to fight? Actually, just give me one. Who do you want to fight in the Olive Garden parking lot the most? I think that's a good question for me too. Okay, actually I know my answer. My answer would be V. I most want to fight V. And I mean, like, I very affectionately, I want to throw a bunch of breadsticks at him. Sarah or Glam, I can't pick. You know what? I want to fight them too. The one I want to most fight, though, of all the characters is V. And I mean this in the most affectionate way possible. I need to throw some breadsticks at him. I meant on this page, but V I want to fight too. On the ones I got to see, the blue-haired guy makes the top of the list. Oh, guys, you want to fight? Wait, okay, but of all of you who are not familiar with the game, like, is there a specific character that you are interested in the most? Out of curiosity. Because you do get to hear a lot more about all of these characters when playing the game. I think, you know, actually, I'll talk about it. When I first played the game, Houston was my first route. I didn't know much going into the game. I just kind of like threw myself in. And, I threw myself in without knowing much because, like, I saw everybody playing it on Twitter and they were all like, oh my god, this is a super great game, play it. And so I was like, okay, I guess I'll start it and see if I like it. And then I played it and then I was hooked. I played the prologue and then I was like, oh, I'm curious. I was like, okay, I guess I'll play the next chat room, you know? I think, I'm trying to remember. I can't actually remember my route order when I first played the game. You seem probably a guy. That baby seems like he'd have a tragic tale. Well, you might be right there. Gosh darn it. You might be right there. I think, okay, I started with Yusin, and then I think I played Jaehee's route next, and then Zen's, and then Jimin, and then Seven, and then when another story came out, I need to tell everybody this, by the way, because everybody needs to understand me. When another story came out, there was no Ray route, it was just V. It was just V, and V's route makes you really want to play Ray's route for reasons. And so I was just like, pure, okay, like, just putting this out here, here's my account, right? You see how I have 5 endings for V? There is a specific reason why I got so many of these endings. Because when another story came out, and specifically just V's route, I was like, I really kept replaying that route for the bad endings. Because, I really wanted to try backflipping, somersaulting, cartwheeling into some of those bad endings and see where it would get me. And, wowie! Look at that cute smile, it's adorable. I want to break him so bad, like emotional in story. Well, play Mystic Messenger. You get to see all of the characters go through extreme emotional turmoil, and the best part, you can either fix them or you can make them worse. Is this a good way to sell a game? I don't know. I mean, just play it. Just make me happy. Just play the prologue, and if you don't like it, you can just not play anymore. I don't know what to say. That was my slideshow. It took me a while. I struggled immensely. Because this isn't Google Slides, and I've never really used Google Slides before. But I tried. I tried my bestest. Good slideshow and rant. Thank you! Definitely a good way to sell the game. Thank you, yeah. Well, I think I shared before on stream that I've done something like this before, although in this slide at least I explained a lot more about how to play the game. I think maybe I shouldn't, I don't know, you think I should include a slide about like how the 11 days work for each route? I don't know, I think it's a little self-explanatory. I'm sold to Starve. Zero, you're already playing the game! Oh. Also, Zero, I hope you know that I've been, like, silently freaking out, like, prematurely freaking out over every twist in V's route when you've been playing it. You need 5 slides for Elizabeth. No, I don't. No, I don't. I absolutely do not need that many slides for Elizabeth. What the heck? Jimin disagrees. Then Jimin can fight me. So does Seven. Seven can fight me too. I'll just get Jaehee on my side. She can probably take them both. Jaehee would agree with me. Heck it, I can Zen on my side if I need to too. Yeah. There's so many twists in Base Route. I know, it's crazy. But yeah, do you want a game that's very lighthearted but then has a bazillion twists? Do you want a game with very complex characters that will make you attached to them and then you will cry when bad things inevitably happen to them? Play Mystic Messenger. I swear it's peaceful for like a while before it gets crazy. Unless you get a premature bad ending. There is a bad ending in the prologue, actually. I wonder, like, if anybody who has just started out playing Mystic Messenger, like, they play the prologue and get the bad ending right away. I wonder. I love when I found that. I think it's a great bad ending, but I feel like it's a little bit terrifying to get right away before you've been introduced to anything. Like, do you want to have a happy, fulfilling relationship with a cute, wholesome anime boy? No. Good. Then let this anime use you as a replacement for an important person in his life so he'll depend on you. Yeah, like I said, you can fix them, or you can make them worse. I mean, those endings, gotta say, 5 of them are making them worse. Alright? I wish I could say that you're fixing them most of the time, but you're mostly just making them worse. In all of those bad endings. Yeah. I don't know what to say. I keep going, yeah. Basically, I love this game a whole lot. And I do highly recommend it. It's a lot of fun. You should show off some of your fan arts. I can do that, sure. How would you explain the game in 2 words? Endless Struggle. Which is also the name of an OST track, which I really love. Okay, I can show off some of my fan art. Let's see. Images. Where do I save them? Art. I've been drawing a lot of fan art for this series. Let's see. I'll show the one that I'm really proud of. I wonder how many of these I can like actually show. I feel like some of these are kind of spoilery. Wait, where's the full image? Oh, here. This one I'm really proud of. Oh my god, I'm gone. I'm really proud of this one. Endless Struggle. Thoroughly enjoyed it. But yeah, it's great. I love this one so much. Thank you. Yeah. Using it as my laptop wallpaper, it is the correct dimensions for it. Which is why it was perfectly covered up. Those are really good, thank you! But yeah, this game has really motivated me to just draw a lot. Welcome. Takeru! Thank you so much for the follow! Arigato! Thank you! Welcome in. Yeah. I have some other work. I don't know. Some of it might be spoilers. I like how that this game started your Ikemen drawing arc. I'm actually learning how to draw guys. The Happy Kimi art. Yeah. I have, I drew this art. This is recent. Yeah, it is recent. I drew this, I don't know, last month I think, maybe? Maybe it was before that. I drew this art for this game a lot on some other accounts too, you know, back when I was first obsessed with this game in 2016. I don't really want to show off that art though because it's not good. It's really not that great because, you know, I wasn't really a decent artist back then, but, you know, I'm proud of myself for still sharing it online. And, like, there was a whole sketchbook that I had full of sketches from this game. This game is truly my muse, because every time I play this game, right? Every time I get obsessed with this game, I draw a lot, I write a lot. It's really my muse. We showed our pizzas, so don't feel bad about digging up old art. Okay, maybe I can find something. You haven't drawn the most important character yet. Are you gonna say Elizabeth III? Here, I'll throw Elizabeth up so everybody knows. Maybe. Elizabeth's right there! I don't know how to draw a cat. I'm sorry. Here, let me see if I can find any of my old pictures that are, like, decent. Oh my god. Just say, look at how much I've improved, and even you will enjoy showing it. Vanderwood fan art win, though. I should. I don't think I've drawn... Okay, actually I've drawn Vanderwood a few times. I think I've drawn all the characters at least once. At least the important characters. The main characters. Okay. Make it a spicy one. What the hell? Oh, what ones do I share? I'm so... Man, I don't think I can share that one. I was like, okay, this one I was really proud of.
Breeders are coming to invade the Pastel Galaxy. Everyone, in position! In position! Go, go, go!
Siri! Hello! Welcome in, Raiders! Thank you so much for the raid. Let me give you a shout out, Sherry. Or, like, you can actually shout out yourself. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. What were you doing? How did it go? Wait. I can like, wait. I'm searching my brainwaves. I'm forming a psychic connection with you. You were playing Honkai. Yes, I got it right. How did it go? I hope you had a great time. No, wait, we dig up the awkward ones. We're here for scuff. Okay, fine. Fine. But welcome in, Raiders. I'm Princess Kimi of the Pastel Galaxy. Please come and Kimi. Right now, I'm ranting about Missing Messenger, aka my favorite cell phone game, and I kind of went through all my slides right now, so I'm showing off some of my old fan art of the game, because apparently since I'm embarrassing myself already so much on stream, I'm just going all in. Okay, you know what, I actually think this one is, wait, maybe not that one. I'm like, which ones do I show without accidentally spoiling things? You know what? That one's really cute. I can do this one. Had to run off to eat breakfast. Sadly, I didn't get to see Mommy Himeko get introduced again. Who? But who is that? Okay, let's share. Here we go. This is one of my old arts. Okay. Oh my god, it's so big! She is, pretty hot. Do you got a pic? Find dummy mommy who wields a pizza cutter. Whoa, a pizza cutter? I think I would like that. This is one of my old arts. That's so cute. Oh god, wait. Let's just look at it like that. Okay, don't worry about that. Was in Sari's stream earlier. It's a Honkai character. Oh, I know nothing from Honkai. This is adorable. Thank you. This is art from... Wait, let me look at the file name. Properties. 2017. Years ago. She's in Honkai Impact 2, but a little short-lived in that series. What, does she get killed off or something? What? Yeah, that's some of my old art, but like, look at how much I improved! Art from Babbling. I was not a babby back then! What the hell? That was only like 6 years ago. I was not a babby! See, I improved a lot. No, we're gonna stop looking at my art. I'm embarrassed. I don't know what to say. Just play Mystic Messenger. Always a babbling. What the hell? I don't know what else to say other than like, anybody got any questions? Has anybody been convinced? Probably not, but I would be very happy if you were. 6 years is basically a lifetime ago. You're right. I was a completely different person. Back when I first played this game, I didn't have any media literacy. I didn't have much media literacy. You know what? I can't say the word. Whatever. I didn't look into things too deeply. I did not interact with media very deeply, but now I do, and like it hits way different. It's way different now. Are you gonna do the prologue? I thought about it, but then I was like, I don't know. I think the prologue, if you do decide to play the game, the prologue's a really good hook. And I think it's a pretty great hook to experience yourself. Media awareness, that. Rank the characters, like, on what scale? What sort of scale are we talking about? Like favorite to least favorite or something like that? Yeah. Oh god, really? You want me to rank the characters? No, actually, maybe I can't do that. I don't know if I can do that. Zero, you know who my fourth favorite character is. I can't do that. I can't do that for reasons. I guess I can just rank the characters. You know what? Maybe I can just leave them out. Or maybe I could just push them. Yeah, I'll just skip fourth. Don't worry about fourth. Okay. First, my favorite character is Ray. My absolute favorite character is Ray. Ray absolutely swept. I'm gonna put this out here. 7 was my favorite character for the longest time. 7 was my favorite character when I first played this game. You know, hang on. Let's see, September 6th of 2016. You're a 7 trader, I'm sorry. 7 was like instantly my favorite character, but now replaying this game, Ray swept. Ray's my favorite character. I'm never getting over him. But I might become one too, I don't know. Ray sweep, Ray Nation winning. Okay, my second favorite character is 7. My previous first favorite for the longest time. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, then there's Jaehee. I really want to get her a body pillow. So like, I have character cushions for 7 and Ray. By the way, that I bought from the Chariot's official shop, because they have this stuff. I fell asleep to Kimmy's voice, and I'm awake again. Thank God you're still streaming. Welcome back, Mina! I hope you had a good nap. Yeah, so I have a character cushion for both 7 and Ray, and I really want to get one for Jaehee too. Because then I would complete my top 3. I have bought so much merch for this game. I've spent so much money on this game. As you should. Hell yeah. I love her so much. Wait, Mina. You played this game, right? Who's your favorite character? I have to know. I have to know. 7. Okay, you know what? Understandable. Not even a question. Understandable. You know what? Same. Understandable. I mean, actually, Ray's my favorite. I'm sorry. 7 used to be my favorite for so long, but Ray kind of swept in this replay. When I finished the game, I bought so many honey butter chips. Understandable. Honestly, 8 honey butter chips as tribute. But yeah, I've bought so much merch for this game. Like, not just official merch. I've bought how do you pronounce it? Fanzines? I've bought a few of those before and like some acrylic charms. I bought this tote bag from Rosuri too. It was so cute. Hey, I should replay Miss Us, please. Please, Mina, I'm like on my knees begging you, please replay it. Please scream with me, please. Please, I'm brain rotting so much. I'm never gonna escape the brain rot. I need other people to scream with. The game is crazy. It hits so much different replaying it, alright? Just putting it out there. It hits different. She's dragging us into it, so join us, please. Everybody join me. They added so much stuff into it. Wait, they did. Oh my god, they really did. I started replaying it because I wanted to finally get around to Ray's after ending because it took 2 years for his after ending to come out, and it's so good. I played on release. Ray was never around. Yeah, there wasn't another story right away at release. Another story was added, and when they first added another story, it was just B's route, and then I was losing my mind. Because I really wanted a Ray route, and then Ray's route came out, and then I was waiting a little bit, like, trying to get some of the other endings, but I kept getting the same bad ending again and again, so I stopped playing the game, and then I was waiting for his after ending to come out, and it took 2 years, and when it came out 2 years, you know, later in 2020, I was just not ready to play the game again, and then now I was ready, and then I replayed everything, and I'm obsessed. I'm so obsessed, and now I need other people to play this. Okay, but let me think. I'm my 4th favorite character. Probably Yusun. I have a very soft spot for him. I really like his route a lot. I think it's a really great route. It might be my favorite route from the casual story. And he was also my first route, so I have a really soft spot for him. He is Babby! I love him! And then... let's see. 5th place. Okay, I just want to put this out here, right? Because this is gonna seem like I'm not liking these characters. I just want to put this out here. I love all the characters a lot. Like, a lot. There's just characters I love a lot more. And that being, like, next, probably Juven. I think his route is a lot of fun. And I really love him. I also really love Zen, but I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of his route. And then, probably least favorite of the characters who have routes, V. Just because I want to throttle him. Like, don't get me wrong, I love him, I understand him, he frustrates me to no end, and I mean that in the most affectionate way possible. V is so love-hate, he really is. Again, like, I saw this thing where somebody said, you can't really love V without hating him a little bit too. It's great though. Yeah, Ray, my absolute favorite. I'm never getting over him. Yeah, that's my character rankings. I'm very obsessed with another character, but I can't really talk about it. B, it looks like M for yeah, it's M for Mystic Messenger. Or more like as in spicy, as in like, is my hair natural, you ask? Would you like to find out? Why did he say this? What the hell? B, come on. What the hell's the crab emote for? I'm so confused. B, the crab claw. Okay, it's just you see it's in parentheses their name, or you know what I have in parentheses is their username. The username they use. You know, that's why oh, you can't stay here. Okay, I have to move chat. Chat. Get the heck out of the way. That's not chat. What the hell am I holding? Chat, get the hell out of the way. Move. See, there's a little star by his name. It's really cute. Willingness to slap your loved ones is core to being comfy with them. Exactly. Exactly. Forrest understands me. But yeah, that's what I put in parentheses out there is their username. And your username is whatever you choose to put as your username. And in case you were wondering, I put Kimi. You know, like I'm known everywhere. Like I always have been known. That's me. Okay, for real now, help. I'm so broke. I need hourglasses. You know, I really wish it would be really awesome if Mystic Messenger had some sort of like friend system where if you add friends, you can like share hourglasses or something. You can always change it to Babeline. That would be so hilarious. Good morning, Babeline. Have you eaten yet? Give me all your hourglasses. Are you sure you want my hourglasses? I have literally 28. I'm gonna have 15 less of this after stream. I hope you realize that. Because I probably already missed a chat room. Oh, I haven't gotten any notifications. Maybe I'm still good. I don't know. Brokeline. I'm so broke. Oh my god. You've only done like a third of the endings. I know. I have so much more to do in this game. I still haven't replayed some of the DLC too. Like, I wanted to get around to replaying, especially the April Fool's DLC. When I first played that, I only got one ending. There were 3 of those endings. And then, you know, the Valentine's Day DLC, because it's spicy. And then the Christmas DLC, which is just... it's Christmas fun. And it's also kind of like... depresso espresso. Christmas for the grind. Yeah, there's... okay. I do talk about, like, back here, like, I do say, zooming back, you know, hourglasses are used to unlock everything, right? And you get it throughout the game by mostly the spaceship, but also, like, you know, conversion. There's actually an exploit, so you don't have to pay any money at all. There's this exploit in the game where you can just get basically infinite hourglasses by unlocking the Christmas DLC and then just redoing this one chat room over and over again because it offers you like 10 hourglasses in the one chat room. And doing like if you get the max speed unlock, which makes the chat go really fast. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, strongly advise spending $2 on max chat speed to save sanity, or alternatively, you could spend like, oh sorry, that was the wrong one. You can be like me And you can buy the RFA VIP package, which will give you 1,000 hourglasses, chat max speed, and calling cards for all the characters so you can call them for free. But that, again, costs a lot more money and takes time to ship because it ships from Korea, you know, international shipping and all that. But yeah, chat max speed to save sanity. Basically, you could just get a bunch of hourglasses. It's an exploit that does not ban you. I would be careful with the exploits of the game though. Like, that one is safe. Everybody uses that exploit. It's safe. You're not gonna get in trouble for it. But I would not recommend changing your phone's clock to advance through the game faster. Don't be a time traveler because you will get banned for it. I don't know why. I think it's dumb. I think people should play this game however they want to play it, but Chariots, the devs, views it as cheating. So they might ban you if your time is changing too much. Just keep that in mind. By the way, if you do play the game, there's going to be a choice to log in or make an account. I would highly recommend making an account. With, you know, some email, write down the password or something, just because, like, you see how long I've had this registration date. I've gone through so many phones between when I first played this game and the current phone that I have now. And it's because I made an account. It saves all of your progress between devices. No, like 4 phones, maybe. It saves it saves your progress through devices, so you don't have to spend currency on anything again. Like once you purchase it, you got it and stuff like that. And it also saves your save data, which helps too if you're in the middle of a game when you switch devices. Never made an account yet, girl, gotta restart. No! Okay, well then, Christmas DLC. Remember the exploit. I can send you a link to the exploit. I have this Reddit link. If you need it. If you need it for the hourglasses. Yes, alright. I got you. Yes, ma'am, I got you. Like, just exploit the game. The game lets you. But okay. Like I said back here, I do highly recommend going through casual story, just doing that organically until you get enough hourglasses for deep story, and then afterwards use that exploit because holy crap, 550 hourglasses for another story is insane. That's insane. Just grab those hourglasses through the exploit. Like, play through the secret endings. What, you need, like, 420 for the secret endings, and then another 550 for another story? Heck that, just use the exploit. just use the exploit. Screw that. I know when another story first came out, I literally just bought a Google Play card, a Google Play gift card from the store, and I was like, heck this. I'm not grinding for hourglasses. I just bought it. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Does anybody have any questions? Is anybody super eager? By the way, once you download the game, you can start playing it now. I know I said it takes place over IRL days, but the first day is kind of unique in that you can start it anytime you want. Like, you'll miss stuff from beginning or from earlier in the game, but the first day the chat rooms are really short and nothing really important happens. It's just an introduction of the characters. You can start the first day anytime you want. So, you know, if you are interested in this game, you can download it now and start playing it right now. What's your favorite feature of Elizabeth III? I love her shiny blue eyes. You'll miss the most important thing, the name of Lolo. No, you won't. You don't need to get the first chat room of the first day. Baby Elizabeth, I know, she's such an angel. Very important to the Lord. No, it is not. No, it's not. You don't need that. But, yeah, just saying, if you do decide to play, Mystic Messenger, let me know so I can, like, stalk your social media. I love Lolo. What was it? The League of Loneliness of Life or something like that? I don't remember. What was it, Zero? You know! I keep forgetting. That was it, okay. Anyways, I'm obsessed with this game. You can message me anytime, any time of the day or night about this game and just scream in my DMs. I would be very happy because I don't really sleep anymore because of this game. It was so funny. Mina was messaging me at like 11 last night and she was like, "Wow, why are you responding?" And I was like, "Yeah, I sleep at like midnight now." And then I wake up periodically throughout the night. It's so awesome. I actually feel more well rested. I think I'm learning how to time my REM cycles. Time my REM cycles between this game. The chokehold this game has on you too. It's so strong. I am less well rested. I'm sorry, Zero. It's the another story thing. Another story is so heckin' long. But yeah, for real, this game has a chokehold on me. I have mentioned it before. Like, I keep joking about this game ruining my sleep schedule, and while it's true, you can play this game without ruining your sleep schedule. You can just miss stuff, or you can use hourglasses to participate in it. I'm gonna play it. Yes! Oh, we got somebody that's so awesome. Oh, thank you, Rena. I love you. Way into my heart. Play Mystic Messenger. Scream about it with me. I keep falling behind on chats. And then I have chat after chat after chat I need to rant and talk about. I know, I think there was one day where you, like, just had this long thread that was, like, all of day 7 or something like that. And I was like, oh my god, so much happened. Kimmy confessing her love for Mina? Of course. Got him, boys. I love you, Kiwi. I love you too. I'm so happy to see you again, by the way. I've had like a big smile on my face all day long today because I was like, oh my god, Mina is here. Mina as well. I regularly do that. So yeah, you think you're fine, but in my experience, you'll be way more tired than you realize. I was tired for a little bit, but then I wasn't. I don't know. You too? She made me cry last night. Oh, me too. I'm alive and well. I miss you. Ooh, so happy. I'm just filled with these happy feelings. Today's a good day. And I was in such a great mood all day long today. Today has been such a great day for me. You can make it even better by playing this game I'm obsessed with. I mean, what? Okay, but for real, like... Oh, Sippy, thank you. An anti-ship? Alright, I got you. Thanks for looking out for me, wifey. I love you. Great way to head into the weekend. Hell yeah. Don't these two have married fan art of them? Like, confessing love is common, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Mina and I have a skeb of us getting married. Yeah, we're wives. The date fan art too. Yeah. We're official, okay? We're officially platonic wives. This is lore. Yeah, we're married, guys. Yeah, she did. She proposed to me, and I said yes. Oh my god, wait, it was exactly 1 year ago? It's our anniversary. Yeah! I don't know, probably. I was there when she proposed. It was legendary. I loved it. Did you propose in the Olive Garden parking lot? No, she proposed in Twitch. It was awesome. And then we had a date at Olive Garden. And then we got married. I still have our wedding scab as my background image on my computer. Actually, I have it like alternating between the wedding and the date. And then a few other scabs I have, but mostly those. Those are the most important ones. This is mine too. It keeps me saying same. Absolutely same. Oh my gosh. They were both streaming at the time, and Mina proposed with a ring. No, I don't think I was streaming. I think I was in Mina's chat. If I remember correctly. That was so awesome. Oh my god, that reminds me, off topic, but holy crap. I just realized it's my 2-year anniversary later this month, and I have no plan. Oh, I distinctly remember you verbally saying yes. Oh, really? I think she was in my chat too. But if you were streaming too, that's so ballsy on my part. Miss Mess stream? Oh my god, wait. Do we just play the prologue of Miss Mess on my 2-year anniversary? No, I'm withholding the prologue because I want you to all play it on your own now. Like, I want you to be downloading the game right now. And I want you to be playing that prologue. And then I want you to come to me once you finish the prologue. I don't care what social media you hit me up on. Whether it be like Discord or Twitter or Tumblr or whatever. Just DM me. Just be like, Kimi, I played the prologue. And then I'm going to like spam you with emotes. You make it too hard to refuse. Or you make it hard to refuse. I don't want you to refuse. I mean, you can. I won't hold it against you if you just don't want to play this game. But I'll be very happy if you do. I'll be really, really, really happy if you do. Do you want to make me happy? But yeah, for my 2-year anniversary, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Mayhaps I will I don't know. I was thinking, like, I don't know, games with chat, but what would I play? What does chat want to play with me? She won't hold it against you, but she will hold you in a basement. I was gonna hold you in a basement anyways, but I'll hold you in a, like, a little bit worse of a cell, you know? One where, like, the light isn't quite reaching, but you can still kind of see it. Gartic phone? Yeah, we could play that. Is that long enough for like a anniversary stream? I feel like 2 years is a big thing. I should do something, but what the heck do I do? You know? I don't know. It kind of snuck up on me. I forgot. Karaoke. I told you, karaoke is something that can be unlocked. You just gotta unlock it. Among Us stream after the fan art gift presentation. Wait. You guys are gonna draw me fan art, or do I have to draw fan art of you? Isn't it as long as you make it? I would like to make it like 3 hours, you know, my usual stream time. I don't know, I feel like 3 hours of Gartic phone is a little much. Unlocked by 2-year anniversary, no. It's just something that is steadily being unlocked all the time. That's my hint. It might even be close to being unlocked. 2-year anniversary, so 2 times stream length. Wait, 6 hours? What the hell would I do for 6 hours? Fan art for Kimby, it's your birthday. No, it's my 2-year anniversary. My birthday's not till July. What was a hint? I miss. Drawing stream? I guess I could do a drawing stream. What would I draw? Chat? My hint is that we might be close. It might be something that we are steadily working towards. I feel like it's been a while since you did one of those. I did do like a really long series of drawing streams not too long ago, and I literally spent most of each of those streams ranting about Miss Mess. Oh my god, Miss Mess fan art stream for my 2-year anniversary? That would be legendary. Yeah, I did a pizza cult art. It's unlocked by granting her more confidence. So everyone play Mystic Messenger to support her obsessions. Maybe that might be accurate. Maybe. Yeah. Let me wait. I can show you the art. I can throw it on stream. Why are we laughing? I can show it on stream. 1 second, I gotta find it. My files are a mess. Did I put it here? Ah, here we go. Oh my god, it's big. 1 second. Who made that command? I made that command. Zero demanded it. You're still on your toggle. The blush toggle? Accurate, because I'm constantly blushing. You don't understand how flustered I am. Okay, sorry. This is gonna take a minute. This is really big. I made it really big, alright? Somebody commented. I've been getting a lot of comments on my YouTube videos, and I'm like, wow. I usually don't get any comments on YouTube. But somebody commented, they're like, whoa, this is so cool. And I was like, oh, thank you. It's very nice. Okay, here it is. Pizza Cult Kimi art. And chat helped. The chat helped because they gave me the pizza boxes. Kimi the Pope. Oh, yeah, the Pizza Pope. Kimi becoming a YouTube star. It's so awesome. My YouTube getting some traction for some reason. You could have done click, transform, fit to screen wet. That's an option? I didn't know that. Professional streamer. Did anyone talk about no fail mode on Tunic yet? I don't think I have any comments on that Tunic. I can check. I think like... Actually, I might have had like 2 comments on my Tunic video. No, just 0 commented. It was only 0. So yeah, nobody mentioned the no fail mode. Woohoo! Yeah, this is my Pizza Cult art. This took me like 4 streams. And I didn't even do it all on stream. I did the sketch off stream. Someone quick, go mention it. But come on! Let me get away with it! YouTube is finally letting me be free. I still can't get over that one comment from the Sultan Sanctuary clip compilation video. That was so funny. I love drama on my YouTube. It's so awesome. That comment was the best. I love drama on my YouTube. There should be more drama on my YouTube. Anyways, in conclusion, play this game, please. I'm asking nicely. Very nicely. I'm like on my knees begging you. Please, I'm so deep in the brain rot. I need people to brain rot with me. I don't know what else to say. I should probably leave before I embarrass myself more. Where the hell did my music go?
Well, excuse me, princess.
Excuse you too. No, stay. What do you want me to say? I've said my piece. If I speak too much more, I may spoil. It's so much better going into it yourself. Mostly blind. Just learn. That's like every time I comment to Zero's like updates and rants, I'm like, there's 2 wolves inside of me. One is just like do I explain all of my theories and the fan theories and interpretations? And then another one is like, the one that is constantly killing that one off is like, no, Zero needs to come to his own conclusions. Just spam crying emotes and stay quiet. That's a stream for next time, yeah. Yeah, next time I rant about Mystic Messenger, I'll just be like, spoiler warning, and then I'm just gonna talk about all the big plot twists. I'm gonna rant about a very specific character a lot. If I brain rot over Miss Mess with you, will you brain rot over Oshinoko with me? Oh my god, I will, because guess what? I'm already brain rotting over Oshinoko too. Like, I love that anime so much. Oh my god. It's so good. Oh my god. Still can't get over how you said a lot of people think a certain character is one-dimensional. I know, it drives me crazy. Oshinoko is amazing. Yes! It's so good. I'm so obsessed with the anime right now. I love it. It's what got me back into watching anime. I've been struggling to watch anime for so long, and then Oshinoko came out, and then I was like, okay, I love anime. The adaptation is so good. I read the manga at first, didn't even realize the anime was out. Yeah, I read the manga too. I really need to catch up again, but oh my god, when I first read the manga, I was like, wow, this is something special. And then it hit me. It twisted the knife, and then I was like, oh my god. I love it. This hurts so much. I love it. Catch up. I need to catch up. My manga's going hard. Okay, you're right. I do need to catch up. You're right. I really need to watch that anime. No time. It's so good. Okay, but like the first episode is a whole movie length. It's so long, but it's so great. Oh, can't wait for next episode. It's so great. And yeah, you're right. I do need to catch up with the manga. Maybe I'll do that after stream. I've been, like, struggling to read manga lately, though. I've been so busy lately. Actually, I should. See, the prologue is so good, though, it is. You've been writing. I have been writing. I've been writing. And other than that, playing Mystic Messenger. Playing Mystic Messenger. I've been busy doing stream stuff and whatnot. I've been drawing. I don't know. I just haven't been reading that much lately. I haven't been reading regular books or like novels lately either. It's so weird. I usually do nothing but read. But yeah, I'm motivated now. Mina, I'm gonna go catch up to Oshinoko. I don't think I'm that far behind. Maybe like a dozen chapters or so. I don't think I'm that far behind. I was caught up like a few months ago, and I don't think it's weekly, is it? I don't remember. I'll check. Okay, I should probably end stream here though. I don't really have anything else to say. Thank you for listening to me. Be very embarrassing for a while. You know what, maybe I'll switch to my other screen actually. Let's throw this back up and then switch here. Thank you for the stream and the awesome rant. Here, let me grab music finally. Thank you for listening to me be embarrassing live on stream. It was a lot of fun. I wouldn't know. I read it whenever. Fair enough. Or you read it whenever. You know what? Fair enough. I feel the same way. I usually like wait for a few chapters and then binge read because I really love binge reading. Thank you for the stream and for helping me nap. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. It was so nice to see you, by the way. Binge reading for the win. I love binge reading. It's so much more satisfying to go like, oh my god, cliffhanger. Okay, next chapter right away. No having to wait. Woohoo! Wow, I can't believe I talked straight for like 2.5 hours. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go, I don't know, probably play Mystic Messenger after this. I have those chat rooms to catch up on. Yeah, tomorrow we're gonna be finishing Hatoful Boyfriend, which is really exciting and actually quite timely because I just realized that Tot K releases next week. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play it next week though. I had to get it shipped to me. I couldn't pre-order at the store for some reason, so it might actually take a while before I get it. I don't know, Wayne. I hope I get it right away. I want to play it right away. Binging is the best way to enjoy things for sure. I agree. Can't believe it's so soon. I know. I don't know why. I feel like it was still a month out yesterday, and then all of a sudden I was like, what the heck? And then I look at the calendar and I was like, what do you mean the 12th is next week? I hope you get it quick. I hope I get it quick too. I don't know. I don't think I have an ETA yet. But I hope it's quick because, oh god, I need it. Sippy, thank you. And I will sit up too. Ugh. Thank you for always looking out for me. Oh my gosh, I apologize for the kind of person that I will become when Tot K releases, and I'm brain rotting over not just Mystic Messenger, not just Oshinoko, but also Tot K. I will thank you, or I will talk to you later, Kimmy. Get some food. You too. You too. I will see you later. Okay, who do I raid? Tot K will rot me too. We're all gonna get Tot K brain rot. Also, I started calling it Tot K. I used to call it TikTok, but I don't know. Tot K is just so much fun to say. I'm kind of addicted. I think it's a fun name. Like, I'm still going around not calling it Tears of the Kingdom, but Tot K is a lot of fun to say. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some appeal to calling it TikTok, but Tot K, you know? Tot K, sounds like I could eat Tot K, yeah. Don't you wanna, wait, maybe I shouldn't say that statement. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm trying to be, say so a little bit, at least. You know what, redact that. Don't worry about it. Who do I read? I don't even know who I raid. I'm so lost. Raid yourself cooking stream. Why is this the solution every time? Why is that the solution? Also, oh my god, I just realized. If I want to have burritos, I have to do the dishes. What the heck? Oh my god. I didn't want to remember that. Metroid ruined your say-so streak anyway, so it's fine. Hi, Nasade. Welcome in. Thanks for the support. Sorry, I was just ending. I will take that sippy though, I appreciate it. How many dishes does burritos take? I just need to wash out my pan. My oven rack pan thing. The what do they call it? A cookie sheet? But like for burritos? The one trusty pan, yeah, that. I had orange chicken last night, so it's currently full of orange chicken sauce. Doesn't really fit with burritos. I don't think, at least. Oh my god, everybody's just starting soon. Who do I raid? Orange chicken burrito. You know what, actually, that sounds kind of good. That has potential. I see it. I can see it. Flip a coin. You got this. You mean for raid? It's just that, like, everybody's just starting soon and I don't want to raid on their starting soon screen. I feel bad whenever that happens and then they're like, oh my god, let me get ready. Sorrow? I just raided Sorrow last time. So I think we'll go with someone else. I just found somebody. But thank you for the suggestion. Okay, I did find somebody. Alright. Oh. Hello? Okay, there we go. Thank you for coming, everybody, and listening to me rant. I really appreciate it. I had a really great time. Thank you for indulging me in my obsessions. It makes me a very happy princess. And again, if you do decide to play the game, just let me know. Just putting that out there. But I will be finishing How to Fool Boyfriend tomorrow, and then next week, I don't know, the usual, I guess, except no How to Fool Boyfriend, and I don't know. Actually, I need to figure out next week. I have no idea. I'm glad you're happy. Thank you. Did you test out that thing for How to Fool Boyfriend? Yes, I did. It works perfectly. Thank you so much for the help with that, by the way. I appreciate it. Okay, I'll see y'all later. Have a good day. Have a good night. Whatever time it is for you. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.